Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Sheena and you can easily subscribe below to support this channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So without further ado, let's jump into my art accessories and supplies. Okay, so starting out, I want to cover all of the pens and pencils that I use to do my drawing and my art. So first off, this pencil case I got from a local art store, and it's by the brand Alvin. Everything that I show you in this video will definitely be linked below, so make sure to check that out if you have any questions. Okay, starting out with my technical pencil, I just basically use it for all of my initial sketchings that I plan to outline or something like that. I really do like it. It's pretty sturdy. I use 0.5mm lead, and of course I have refills just in case I run out. And this pencil just does a really good job with doing fine sketches. I'll show you guys an example. So if you're starting out like this and you just want to kind of get something going here, now this is actually not really a pencil and more of just a lead holder. You can actually take the lead out of here and change it out, but it's just like a metal enclosure, and they call it the PROCREATE M5, and I really do like it. It's really good if you're doing larger shading areas with your pencil. And then this packet just has the huge lead refills that you need, which you can see are a lot bigger than 0.5 or 0.7. I believe the size on here is 2mm. Now these are carbon leads in 2H, and the refills work perfectly with this pencil. Now when it comes to my pens, I've been using basically only 3 pens to do most of my outlines. I'm either using the Pilot G2, which you guys have seen me use in my bullet journal. My only issue with this pen is that it smears a lot. So if you're not giving it multiple minutes to dry, your hand will lightly brush against it and your whole artwork will be ruined. So I'm really considering switching these out for something else, even though I absolutely love how they write. And you guys have seen this before. This is my Muji. I believe it's 0.38. One thing I love about this pen is it is super fine. It's really good to do really fine lines, like maybe expression lines in someone's face or bags under their eyes. And they're also really good for doing any hair details on like an animal or a person's hair. But I really do like these pens. Alright, and the last pen we have here is by the brand ARTEZA. It is a fine liner and it looks similar to a previous one I've used, but one thing I like about this particular pen is that it dries really fast and it is pretty pigmented. So I use this to do any deep outlines that I do for my drawings that I may start out doing in pencil. I will outline in this. And ARTEZA was nice enough to send me this pen along with something else that I'm going to share with you guys in this video, but the link will be below. And when it comes to other miscellaneous tools, this is actually like a smudger, and what it's used for is if you draw in pencil or charcoal, you can use this tool to do some light smudging against the artwork. And this is in the size number 4, but the packet had multiple different sizes that you can use. So it is not an eraser, it is just made to smudge lead that you're doing in a drawing to kind of help you create shading or contrast. If you guys have ever been in an art class before, you've definitely seen this, but it is rubber. It's kneaded rubber, and it's really good for erasing all different types of lead, charcoal, many different types of pencils. So that's why I really like it, because the cheaper erasers just don't do the job. It just kind of can suck taking it out of the packaging, and it can be kind of difficult to work with. But if you really want to get rid of all of those lines, this works beautifully. I've also gotten it to work on a few colored pencils. Okay, so starting out with my first primary sketchbook, this is in a much smaller size, as you guys can see. So this is in the size that my bullet journal is, which is not A4, I believe it's A5. So this is an A5 notebook by Moleskine. As you guys can see, it has no lines, no dot grid, because it is specifically a sketchbook. So if you're not into that type of thing, or you do want lines, do not try to use this as a bullet journal because it will not work for you. It has no table of contents, nothing like that. It's just a plain journal. And I have started drawing in it, which I'll share with you guys. But overall, it's just for my like on-the-go sketches. And one thing I love about it is that I can fit it in my purse or in my backpack and quickly carry it with me and doodle on the train or anywhere else. and I think it's really good quality. The one downside about this journal is that it is quite expensive. So if you guys are just starting out and you don't really want to invest like $20 into a sketchbook, then I wouldn't do it. But if you don't mind and you love the quality of Moleskines, I definitely recommend checking this one out. Okay, so next up we have this sketchbook by that brand, ARTEZA, and it is acid-free paper. It is a hardbound book, no dotted grid, nothing like that. So again, primarily just for sketching. And it is in that A4 size, so it is bigger. So this is not exactly the best sketchbook to throw in a purse, but it can fit comfortably in a backpack or in your travel bag or anything like that. Now, it sucks because I got this journal specifically to do Inktober, but that ended up not working out. So I'm going to just start using it as my primary sketchbook and kind of do my daily sketches and things like that along the way. Now, if you guys want to see those sketches on camera, definitely let me know, but I'm really looking forward to cracking this open and giving it a go. And I just noticed that it even has a divider, which is really cool, because then I may be able to separate my work from like real prints that I want to do and then just like doodle work that I don't plan to show anyone. So that really works out. And the brand actually sent me these to share with you guys, which I really appreciate. I ended up keeping one of the journals just for myself and sent the other one to my nephew because he's really into drawing as well. If you guys want to check out the brand's website and all of their products, I will have a link below. But so far, I'm really happy with how the pen works and looking forward to using this sketchbook. Okay, and the next item is the most expensive sketchbook you'll ever buy, and it's the iPad Pro. This is not the newest model because unfortunately I bought this and then 2 months later they came out with a new model. I'm thinking about trading it in, I just don't know yet. But I love my iPad. Most of my sketching happens on the iPad primarily because I'm not wasting paper and it's very easy for me to delete if I make mistakes. One of my favorite programs is PROCREATE. I've talked about this program so much on my Instagram and I really do support them. I did a sketch of like my best friend on here. There's Devin looking good. I'm also working on a portrait of Dustin that I copied from a photo that we took in Miami. I just really love this program, especially because it's only 20 bucks. You don't have to pay for any additional plugins or stupid shit. The program just belongs to you, and I really love that. It's also really good when it comes to editing my YouTube thumbnails. If you guys watched my last video about being an NYC freelancer, I edited that thumbnail on my iPad Pro. So I am very happy with this tool, and I didn't just buy it for sketching. Obviously, I use it for my email, for client work, to take notes, and if I end up taking classes again, I will definitely be using it to bring to my classes. So I am just so in love with this tool. And that doesn't mean that you have to go out and get an iPad Pro. Apple does offer a cheaper alternative, which is just the iPad. I believe the size is like a 10-inch or something like that, but that one works primarily the same. The iPad Pro is just able to use more pro apps like Adobe and Procreate like you saw, but Procreate can also work on the original iPad. So if you guys are kind of in a pinch and you don't want to blow that much money on a Pro, I will look into that. But otherwise, definitely my favorite tool to draw on, hands down. And to accommodate the iPad Pro, I went ahead and got the Apple Pencil. It just works beautifully, you guys. Like, I have no complaints. I feel like it fits really well into my hand. I primarily use it with Procreate. So if I'm doing any sketches like this, you're able to just get a pen, choose different brushes, and you can just do different strokes. I'm really in love with it. Okay guys, as promised, I'm going to share some of my sketches with you, and I really hope you appreciate it. Again, some of them are going to be freehanded on paper in a sketchbook, and some of them are going to be in the iPad Pro. Alright guys, so those are my basic art and drawing tools. I really hope you enjoyed the sketches and drawings as well that I was able to share with you. If you guys want to see more of my future drawings and sketches, maybe in a time-lapse video, definitely let me know below. And again, I want to give a shout out to the brand ARTEZA for sending me those sketchbooks and pens. If you guys want to see more of their products and check out their site, they were kind enough to give me a promo link to share with you guys, so feel free to check that out below. If you guys have any other questions about the tools that I use in this video, definitely let me know below, and also check the description area because I will have everything linked. I appreciate you guys so very much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.